Hey, it's SL Bushwhacker again. Today, I got some requests for '06 Ego maintenance. Now, this is not an '06 Ego. This is the SL66, but they're pretty much internally exactly the same. The only difference is that the SL is lighter. So I'm going to be doing a maintenance video, or a series of maintenance videos, just like I did with the ProMaster. And today we're going to be cleaning and dismantling the regulator. So first off, as you notice that I did, as I removed the barrel. The smaller the gun is when you work on it, the better. You don't want too much stuff cluttering up your space. And you also want to have your toolkit here. As you see, I just made this one at home, but it works out fine. All you need is like a Tupperware container. Just divide it and throw your stuff in it. Works great. After you have your gun, just your gun, now without the barrel, you want to detach the macroline hose by pushing in the nozzle and pulling outward. You want to completely take it apart because you don't want that getting in the way. Next off, you just want to unscrew the regulator. There we go. Now once you've unscrewed the regulator, you can put your gun aside. Now this is just the '06 Ego regulator. Actually, this is the SL regulator. But pretty much, as I said, inside they're the exact same internally. Just a quick overview. There's a velocity adjustment. Now, the Eclipse regulators have been, or the earlier Eclipse regulators, such as '05, '06, maybe '07, have been known to be pretty, how should I say it, pretty low maintenance, and they're very simple, as I will show you soon. So you're gonna grab the regulator swivel, and you're gonna grab right on the top part of the regulator and unscrew it. Now, don't unscrew it all the way, because there are a bunch of washers in here that tend to fall out. So just hold the regulator swivel pointing towards the ceiling, and then unscrew it, because you don't want those washers falling out, because it's a real pain to try to find them. I lost a couple and I freaked out because I'm like a clean freak. I have to have my guns perfectly clean. Now what you want to do is gently take the washers out. Okay, so here are the washers. As you see, there's a bunch of washers here. Be very careful what you do with these. Put them all in the same spot, because if you lose them, even if you lose one, your gun will have mad leaks. So that you do not want that to happen. Then you want to pull this inside piece of the regulator out. Pull it out slowly with your fingernails. This keeps the washers in place and regulates the air, as you see. And here's the completely hollowed out regulator sleeve. Now what you want to do with this is that you're going to take out your lubrication, and you want to put just a slight bit of lubrication around the O-ring, because you always want to lubricate your O-rings in the regulator. It's always the best. So you're going to take not a lot, just a little tiny dab, and you're just going to get the O-ring and put that off to the side. Next, with the velocity adjustment piece of the regulator, you could pop the reg swivel off. It is a little difficult because there's like an O-ring holding it in place. But all you really have to do is untwist it just a little bit, so you can get in there with like a Q-tip, and you can just get in there and clean it out. The less parts, the better. You want to get inside the velocity adjustment. Close that back up. You want to get inside the regulator, around the threads. You also want to get the regulator sleeve. You want to get all inside of it. Make sure there's no dirt in there that could get scratched or cluttered up while inserting all the internals back in. Okay, so after you have that, what you want to do is take these two pieces, put them aside, and you're going to get a small the gold cylinder-like piece, and just stand it up. And then this is where the washers come in. Now, the placement of the washers is very important. What you want to do is that the washers aren't perfectly flat. They're slightly curved, kind of like a how should I explain it? They're curved like a hat, as you want, like a sombrero. You want the top flipped upward, as you see. If you layer them together, one facing up, one facing down, you see they make a small disc shape. So what you want to do is take the first washer and place it with the curves facing upward. So you want to place facing up and then facing down. Facing up, facing down. And then you want to continue this all the way up until you have no more washers. This is the absolute correct way and only way to stack them, or else your gun will also have leaks through the bolt and will not run correctly. So you just want to keep facing up, facing down, facing up, facing down. Gonna keep doing this all the way up to the top. Once again, be very careful not to lose these little washers. They are a pain to find, and not a lot of pro shops have them in stock. Okay, so your finished result should look like this. Okay, finished result. Now what you're going to do is take the velocity adjustment piece of the regulator and push it in until the O-ring catches. So now you have this. Okay. Then you're going to take your hollowed out regulator sleeve, insert it, push the O-ring in so it catches, and catch it. Screw it in. You might want to shake it up and down a little bit just to make sure the O-rings are exactly where you want them to be. If you shake the regulator up and down and you hear space in between if there's a slight little tick, then that's fine. If there's jingling of the washers inside, then you have placed the washers in incorrectly. So now what you want to do, now that you have your regulator put back together, what I like to do is tend to take a little tiny fingertip of lube and lubricate the threads of the regulator and get the O-ring that also seals the air into the regulator. So you just want to get it just on the threads. It makes it slide into the gun easier. Sometimes you have to twist counterclockwise so it catches. You want to twist it. Then you want to line your regulator sleeve up, your regulator swivel. Connect the macro line. And there you have it. Then what you might want to do is take your HPA tank and screw it into the gun, like so. Then you just want to gas it up and make sure that everything is operating correctly. There you go. See, no leaks. And then just, dry fire it once or twice. Let me turn it on here, just to make sure everything is operating perfectly normal. There we go. So now as you see, the gun is working perfectly normal. And you have completely and successfully disassembled, cleaned, and maintained your regulator. Thank you for watching.